Hey Moxies crew, my name is Mariana. I am the sales rep for the Carolina division of Martinetti. You guys sell a lot of our wines on your beautiful list, and I thought it'd be fun to dig into 3 of the Chardonnays that you have at different price points, all from California. Chardonnay is the #1 grown grape in the whole world, and in California, almost 90,000 acres are planted to Chardonnay. Even with all that popularity, it's a grape that has a lot of preconceived notions. I've noticed that maybe Chardonnay, along with Merlot and Riesling, are the types of grapes that people say they either absolutely love or absolutely hate. And in Chardonnay's case, I find that usually people that say that haven't tried enough Chardonnays, because the whole beauty of this grape is that it can express itself in many ways. Some heavier oak styles, some lighter, more bright, fruity, fresh styles. It's grown, like we said, all over the world. We're kind of digging deeper into California, so we'll start off with the Gott. The 2023 Unoaked Chardonnay, they write it right on the label, so they use stainless steel. Gott started this winery in the 90s, and him and his wife, Sarah, have really grown it, and their vision was you don't have to break the bank to have a good quality wine. Sure enough, this lands on your menu at $12 a glass, which I think in the Seaport in Boston is a steal, but the quality, I think, it exceeds the price. So these vineyards are from the central coast of California, specifically Santa Barbara and Monterey County. And even though they're more south than Napa, which we'll taste after, it actually gets a lot of cool maritime influence. So the grapes never get too ripe. They maintain a beautiful acidity. Remember, the riper a grape gets, the more sugars, and then the acidity goes down. It's kind of like, think of a peach. If you pick a peach too early in the season, it's going to be more tart. If you wait till it's super ripe, it's going to be very sweet, fruity, and not as tart. So people that don't like oaky Chardonnay, they could still like this. The fruits in it, I'm getting more green apple, pear, citrus. Even though it's very fresh, because of that acidity, it's still Chardonnay, so it still has some weight to it. It's not super light, but it's clean and refreshing. This would go really well with seafood, salads, or just to drink by itself. Next, we've got the 2023 Duckhorn Chardonnay from Duckhorn Vineyards. This winery was started in the 70s by Dan and Margaret Duckhorn, and now is synonymous with quality Napa wines. They're very well known for their Merlot, but their whites can be very balanced and benchmark expressions. Now we're in Napa, we're going up north, but the climate tends to be a little warmer than the central coast. But they are drastic temperature changes between the nighttime and early morning, and as hot as it gets in the middle of the day. It's a huge diurnal shift, as it's called, and that again keeps the grapes generally balanced and fresh. If we smell and taste this wine, it has more weight, more grip, more texture than the Gott. This is for a few reasons. The grapes get riper, but on top of that, 40% of it goes through something called malolactic fermentation, which is a mouthfeel, but it's a fermentation that occurs that gives the wine a creamier texture. On top of that, there is oak in this wine. It's aged for 9 months in French oak, and that oak is a mix of new oak, which is what adds those spicy vanilla notes, but then some neutral oak. So oak that has been used already and allows like a wine to breathe and doesn't necessarily add to the oak notes. So though this has some oak to it, it's not a complete oak bomb as they call it. So this would be great for a customer wanting that weight, that likes Chardonnay but doesn't like a full-blown creamy, buttery, oaky Chardonnay. This is very restrained and would go really well with chicken dishes. This comes in at $19 a glass, but you are getting that like next level of body, grip, personality. Now we're on to the Far Niente Chardonnay. It's also 2023. This is a very special winery in our book. It's a winery that was founded in 1885, but restored in the 70s as we know it today, and is one of Napa's most prestigious wineries. Other ones you might recognize from the House of Far Niente is Nickel and Nickel for their beautiful Cabernet Sauvignons. This Chardonnay is from a mix of sites from Coombsville and Carneros in Napa, and this wine is all about elegance and balance. And off the bat, you can smell that. You get the fruit more like honeydew melon, white peach. You get some of the spice, but it's restrained, elegant, a little floral. And the oak is very, what they say, well integrated. So it's there, it's in the background. This wine is also aged in French oak, 45% of which is new. The rest has been used. to get some toasty notes, but very subtle. This bottle lands at $150 on your list, and this is for people that want a more refined, elegant Chardonnay. I think this would go really well with the shrimp tacos on your menu, or even the salmon. The winemaker Nicole Marchesi is doing a fantastic job. I love the spectrum of Chardonnays. There's something for every occasion. Honestly, you could start the night with a glass of Gott for the aperitivo hour, then graduate to the Duckhorn for maybe the appetizers, and then open a bottle and share this for the main entree if you want to do a beautiful Chardonnay flight. Thanks for listening to me. I think knowing the differences between your wines really gives you an edge, really helps you sell, boost your wine sales, and have the customers trust you, which is very important. I hope to be by soon to give you splashes of each of these so we can talk about it. Thank you, Audrey, for the initiative of this. If you have any questions, I will pass along my email. I'd love to hear from you guys. Cheers, everybody.